So Mike, last time we were together, we were talking about buyers on the sidelines and talking about interest rates, and maybe buyers flooding into the market once interest rates start to go down.
Right.
Let's refocus for this discussion on sellers, sellers that might be waiting because of a good interest rate they have right now, and they're kind of waiting on the sidelines. Any advice to sellers out there?
Yeah, it's a conversation that I have all the time. I'll speak to people who want to sell. They want to downsize. They want to get out of a certain area. They want to get something larger. And their response to me is, but Mike, my interest rate's at 3.5%. Why would I even sell to take on an interest rate of 7%? And it's a great question. I think it's the right question to ask. And I think we just need to change the focus a little bit to provide some clarity. Jess, I'll ask you, right? A low interest rate is great, isn't it?
Absolutely, I'm at 3.5%. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Let me ask you, what's typical interest rates right now on your credit cards?
Ooh, I'm anywhere from 11% to 20%.
That's right. That's right. So what people fail to think about is their blended interest rates, not just with their home debt, but then got to consider all, their overall debt, including their credit card debt. We are historically right now as a country carrying more credit card debt than ever. And what a lot of people fail to realize is they could be sitting on a great deal of equity and change their financial position significantly. What I mean by that is you've got a great home, you've been in there for some time, 10 years or so, maybe less because the market has been so favorable, and you've gained a ton of equity. Property values have almost doubled just in the last 5 years. So a $400,000 house then, today's selling for around 800 or so, right? Give or take the market, obviously. So they've got all this positive equity. They do want, let's say this is a situation where they do want to downsize. They can go ahead, sell their home, have all of this positive equity, pay off their current revolving debt with credit cards, right? The average credit card is around 21%. And then they can choose, at this point, they've got all the power, they can choose to take out a loan for a home and put down a major down payment. Let's say they're downsizing and they're getting into a villa and they find a beautiful villa for $300,000, $400,000. They can maybe able to pay it off all cash, or two, put down a significant down payment and have a small mortgage for $100,000 or $200,000. Now let me ask you now, does 7% sound better than 21%?
Absolutely. Well, you get to get out of debt, you get to move into your dream home,
Right.
right? And get that blended interest rate. It sounds like a really great plan.
So it's so important who you work with, right? It's so important to look at it from a holistic view. So what I love is we definitely take a consultative approach, and we want to not only help you sell and buy property, but we want to be your consultant.
Yeah, this is really not transactional for us,
Right.
right? I think every seller, every buyer has a unique story. We love to get to know your story and really walk you through what's best for you. It's not about the next transaction for us. It's really about learning your story and really walking you through this process. So we would love if you like and subscribe to these videos. We'll be having more guest speakers coming, as well as sharing. We're learning all the time, so we'll be sharing lots of information week by week, and we're glad you're here. Connect with us.